So coming to the problems, so the first problem, find a minimal spanning tree by using Kruskal's algorithm. By using Kruskal's algorithm for the following connected graph. For the following connected weighted graph. Okay, so now I am drawing the graph. So this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, right? So we are having 5 vertices and the weights of the edges are, we are having the weight of the edge BC is 1 and we are also having an edge from C to E and the weight of that particular edge is also 1 and the weight of the edge CD is 2 and next this is 3 ED and next BE is 4 and AB is 3 and AD is also 4. So I have assigned weights of all the edges in the graph. So this is a connected weighted graph. This was the given graph. Now we have to find a minimal spanning tree. So minimal is nothing but we have to find a spanning tree with the minimum weights. Okay, since in the given graph we are it contains 5 vertices. In the spanning tree also it contains 5 vertices. So now the required minimal spanning tree should contains 4 edges. Whenever we are having 5 vertices, the required spanning tree should contains 4 edges. Okay, so we have to select those 4 edges with the minimum weights so that it doesn't forms any cycle. Then we say that spanning tree is a minimal spanning tree. Okay, right. So coming to the solution, so step 1. So in step 1, what we have to do is we have to list all the edges in increasing order. Non-decreasing is nothing but increasing. So in increasing order of their weights as follows. So that is our first step. Okay, so we have to list all the weights of the edges in increasing order. So that I am writing a table here. So first column we have to write this is NH and we have to write the weight. So first we have to select the edge with the minimum weight. So if you observe the graph, we are having 2 edges with the minimum weight. One is BC and the second one is CE. So we have to represent both the edges. So that I am writing first BC and next we have to write CE. So the weight of the edge BC is 1 and also CE is also 1. Okay, and next we have to select the edge with the minimum weight. After 1 we are having a 2 is the minimum. So that we have to select the edge CD. So that I am writing CD. So the weight of this particular edge is 2. Next we have to select the minimum weight. So that is we are having 2 edges of with the minimum weight 3. So and those are AB and DE. So that we have to write both AB is 3 and also DE. So DE is also 3. Next we are having 2 more edges with weight 4. So now we have to write those 2 edges. One is AD. So AD that is 4 and next one BE. BE is also 4. So in this way we have to list all the edges in increasing order of their weights. So this is the first step. Okay, So we can write any one. So if we are having two edges with minimum weight, we can represent any one in the first place. Okay, we can select any one of the edge as the first edge. Okay, right. So this is the first step. After first step, now coming to the second step, what we have to do is we have to select one edge with minimum weight. Okay, so coming to the step 2, select an edge. I am selecting BC. You can also select CE because it is also having one as a weight, so that you can select either BC or CE. Now I am selecting BC. So BC, since it has smallest weight, so include it in T. T is nothing but our required minimal spanning tree. Okay, so I am representing that particular edge. So we have to represent that particular edge BC. So this is B and this is C. So we have to draw the weight, that is nothing but 1. Okay, so this is a step 2. Next, coming to the step 3. Now once again we have to select another edge with minimum weight. Since we are having one more edge with weight 1, so we have to select that particular edge. Okay, so by representing that particular edge in the graph T, it doesn't form any cycle. Yes, that is not forming any cycle. By representing that particular edge CE, it doesn't form any cycle, so that we can represent that particular edge. Okay, so now select an edge with the next smallest weight. So that is, I am selecting C. Since it does not form a cycle or circuit with the existing edges in T, so we can include the edge CE in T. Okay, so that we can include that particular edge in the T. So once again I am representing the graph. So the first we have represented BC. So this is B and this is C, and the weight of this particular edge is 1. So now we have to represent CE. Okay, so I am representing CE. So this is C. So this is E. This is the weight of this particular edge is also 1. So this is the edge CE. Okay, so next, so we have to continue this procedure until we get all the vertices, and number of edges should be less than 1 with the number of vertices. Okay, so step 4. Now we have to go to step 4. So now select an edge with the next smallest weight. With the next smallest weight. So I am selecting that is CD. Okay, I am selecting CD. So C once again. So we have listed all the weights in increasing order. So I have selected two edges BC and CE. After that, I am selecting CD. So by selecting this particular edge, and if you want to represent this particular edge in the graph, it doesn't form any cycle. Yes, clearly by representing the edge CD, it doesn't form any cycle. So that I can select that particular edge with minimum weight. Suppose if it by representing that particular edge in the graph, if it forms a cycle, we cannot represent that particular edge. So we can skip that edge and we have to go to the next edge. Okay, with the minimum weight. So next we are having the weight of the edge is 3. So we can select that particular edge. Okay, so in that way we have to select edges, right? So now I am selecting CD. Okay, so CD, since once again we have to write it does not form a circuit with the existing edges in T. So include it in T. So we can include that particular edge in the T. So I am drawing once again. So first we have represented BC. So this is B and this is C, and the weight of this edge is 1. After that we have represented CE, and this is the weight of this particular edge is also 1. Now we have to represent CD. Once again, the shape of the graph should not be in this way. We can draw in any way. Okay, I am representing the shape in this way. So you can represent in any way. Whatever the drawing you like to draw, you can represent in any way. So, but I am drawing in this way. So this is CD, and the weight of this particular edge is 2. Okay, so now we get 3 edges. Since we are having 5 vertices, so the required span tree should contain 4 edges. So we have to draw one more edge. Okay, and also clearly if you observe the graph subgraph, it contains 4 vertices. It means we have to represent one more vertex. Okay, right. So it means we require one edge and also one vertex to get a minimal spanning tree. Right. Next, now we have to select one more edge with the next smallest weight. Step 5. So select an edge with the next smallest weight. So after 2, it means the weight of the edge CD. Now we are going to select one more edge with the minimum weight. Since we are having 4 edges with weights 3 and 4, we have to select the edge with the minimum weight. So now I am going to select AB. So by selecting AB, and if you want to represent that particular edge in the graph T, it doesn't form any cycle. Then only we have to represent that particular edge. Otherwise, you go for another one. So that is DE. If it also forms a cycle, then we have no option. So we have to go for AD. That is the edge AD with the weight 4. Okay. So first preference will be given to the edge with the minimum weight. If it doesn't form a cycle, then we can represent that particular edge in the graph. If it forms an edge, if it forms a cycle, then we cannot represent that particular edge. So then we have to go for another edge. Okay. So right. So now I am selecting AB. Okay. I am selecting AB. So by selecting AB, it doesn't form any cycle. So I am selecting here. That is AB. So since it doesn't form a cycle or a circuit with the existing edges in T, so include it in T. Okay, so once again I am including the edge AB. So first we have represented BC. After that we have represented CE, and then we represented CD. Now I am going to represent AB. So this is AB, and the weight of this particular edge is 3. So this is 3, this is 1, this is 1, and this is 2. So next what we have to do is, if you observe this graph from the above graph, we observe that it contains all the 5 vertices A, B, C, D, E. It contains all the vertices, and 5 minus 1 is equal to 4 edges. So if you observe the graph, it contains 4 edges in it. Yes. So we can stop the procedure and we have the minimal spanning tree as above. So it means, so this is our required minimal spanning tree. Okay. So in order to say that is a minimal spanning tree, first of all, it should be a tree. Yes, it is a tree. It is a connected graph. Okay. And it doesn't contain any cycles. So this is a tree. And why we are saying that is a minimal spanning tree means, so every time we have selected an edge with minimum weight. Okay. Since we are having 7 edges, of those 7 edges, I have selected only 4 edges with the minimum weights. So that we say that required spanning tree, that is the spanning tree what we have drawn is a minimal spanning tree. Okay. So here we have selected 4 edges out of 7 edges with the minimum weights. So by using those edges, we have draw a spanning tree. So that we call that spanning tree as a minimal spanning tree. So by using Kruskal's algorithm, so we can find a minimal spanning tree in this way. Okay, right. Thank you.